Welcome back to Digimon World 3.
New choice.
Hello, is
In the last
anybody
part,
there?
We fought, quote-unquote, the leader for Genbu City and discovered the legendary gem. This time we're going to go into the Kulon Pit.
Oh, is that a roller coaster?
It's a minecart.
Cloud, you're not very good at playing new choice.
Anyway, we're going into Kulon Pit because the Genbu Leader told us that we can go deep into this next area to find a way to get to the real world.
Wait a minute. Is that allowed?
No.
Also, this is a Metal Edamon. He runs a weapon shop, but we're not cool enough, so we're gonna have to come back later when we're cool enough, I guess.
Well, maybe if you got Frigimon.
Hi, Agumon.
Oh.
This is the ice dungeon. It's got some pretty cool.
It's literally just called the Ice Dungeon.
I mean, there is ice in it, but there's three dungeons up ahead as being mentioned here. Ice, fire, and dark themed. This is the ice one. It's literally just like one ice puzzle, and it's just which path do you go down. So it's like nothing as crazy or interesting as Pokemon.
Is this what happens when your computer freezes?
Sure.
We have another new color of Numemon. Oh, there's more.
Maya
I mean, we had the light green one. We had the light green one. We had the dark blue one. We have this guy, which is ice themed, and there will be others.
You know, they're trying to make him
I employ a new
slime.
strategy in a few of my battles start coming up. Oh, go ahead.
They're trying to make him the slime of this series, but I don't like it.
Oh, what do you call it? When it comes to the Digimon world, the only Numemon that actually matters is Platinum Numemon.
Which I don't even think is obtainable. Or even battle. Wait, no, I think you can battle him in this game. I don't remember.
Rest in peace, Boo Boo, by the way. Killed by Kulon Mockery.
Fucking Kulon Mockery.
Anyway, if you go this way, and then you gotta... Oh. If you jump down here, go over this way. The other teleporter just brings you back to the entrance of this area, so don't do that.
Oh god, you spin right around.
Ooh, hello, Ice Witch.
So it's kind of cute.
Yes. This is the Ice Witch. So each of these dungeons, quote unquote, have a leader, and it's not quite a boss fight. I mean, it is. It does have the boss music.
Frigamon.
Frigamon. But they do pose a decent challenge. Like I said, they're not as tough as the leaders, but there's one on each floor. They all have Digimon that are themed to that element. So she uses Frigimon. I'm trying to remember. There's one other Digimon that she uses that I think we might have fought before. And then there's one that we've definitely fought before, but it's a recolor, so it's stronger than the last one.
Oh. Really?
Because that's how that works.
I believe well, actually, the colors usually donate. It's a different type. Like, fuck, I don't remember what color it was. I think it's like a bluish color, but the bluish-looking Metal Greymon is supposed to be a virus type.
Do you mean denote?
Who the what?
You said donate it to different types.
It's done that way for Numemon, but a lot of them, the recolors in this game just mean that it's going to be stronger or weaker. I start doing this new strategy where I basically just, instead of trying to go for just the strongest attack, I have Weezer up front because despite him not being defensively strong with Stingmon, who's just a champion Digivolution, he has Venom Stab now, which is a second level, physical attack that can poison, and the poison chance for it to work is actually really high. So you can just poison stuff really easily, and your best bet for some of the upcoming battles, if you don't quite have enough power, is to just have something that can poison them come in. Because to my knowledge, pretty much nothing is immune to poison in this game. So you can just poison it and then have the tons of Mega Seedramon was the other one. And just have the tons of poison damage accumulate and help you survive the fights. Goes by a lot easier that way.
You can't evade poison.
That is correct. You can't evade poison. So even if he blocks anything, he's still going to take the poison damage, so...
Hey, boo-boo. You're dead.
Nah. Grand Wave is not going to do a whole lot of damage. Pretty much all my Digimon are heavily resisting...
No, Colin Mockery killed Boo-Boo.
For water attribute stuff, so... Just kind of heal up here. And this is pretty much mostly what Mega Seedramon will do, that and its physical attack, which don't really do a whole lot either. So Mega Seedramon's not really too hard. In fact, none of this one's Digimon are very tough. You can run into random Vikemon in this area, which was the thing that I mentioned gave me a hard time. I luckily didn't, but he would be the thing that would give you a hard time, is if we ran into a Vikemon in the wild in this area, because those guys can still hit hard even if they're not the one owned by the leader from Genbu. Thankfully, this bitch did not have a Vikemon, or I would have thrown my controller.
Well, it's also a Mega, so... It's actually one of the highest Digimon we've fought, I think, is a Vikemon. I can't remember any other Megas.
Pretty sure that he's like the only one that we've come across so far, at least the only one I can remember. So yeah, this is Mammothmon. He's just, instead of him being brown, now he's like gray, but he's a little bit stronger, I guess, comparatively, at least for this point in the game. He's not doing a whole lot, that's for sure. And I mean, he's weak to fire, so...
Ouch. Melting. Oh, well, that didn't do him any good. Oh, that didn't do you any good.
I don't know how this mammoth, just managed to just evade that, considering how big he is. Like,
Ultra Instinct.
Can you imagine some, like... Can you imagine, though, just something like that's like 10 times your size, and like he just manages to avoid you attacking him, even though like there's so much to just hit.
I'm pretty sure.
I was gonna say literal definition of not even being able to hit the broadside of a barn.
I'm pretty sure in some of the Godzilla movies, Godzilla is surprisingly evasive.
Anyway, that was the Ice Witch.
Oh. Do you fondle her now?
No.
Why not?
We're a
Only with
we're
consent.
a kid!
This is Digimon, this ain't Pokemon.
But we're a kid!
You're a kid, Cyber Sleuth. That doesn't stop you from getting in the car with the half-naked detective lady.
I would hope that nothing comes of that situation.
I hope so.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah. So this next area, the fire dungeon, gonna be a little bit interesting. So the gimmick with the ice dungeon was just like there was like a little bit of like slippy slidey ice. So this one, there's like this hot fire, and if you get too close,
Super hot fire.
Ow!
all of your Digimon have little explosions pop up. And guess what that means?
They're burned.
They go down to 1 HP.
Oh, shit!
Perfect.
What the
Every time that happens.
Well, you know what? It's nice to see a game that's actually realistic about what happens if I stand too close to lava.
Yeah, no. This game goes overkill on it. If you... And it's kind of hard to avoid it, too. I think that there's a path you can take that will allow you to avoid it, but I don't really bother. But if you go into it, all you have to keep in mind is just make sure you heal your Digimon up as soon as you can, because there's red Numamon in this area. I forgot to mention that.
Weezer's a coward.
Otherwise, you're going to be going in, and all of your Digimon are going to have 1 HP, and it doesn't just hit the lead. No, it hits all 3 of them.
You know, that's kind of sad that real-world physics apply themselves to something like Digimon. I mean, I'm not saying...
Which is entirely based on digital creatures.
I mean, I'm not saying Resident Evil has really been grounded in reality, but their characters are at least, like, realistic to actual damage to their bodies.
Oh yeah, this happened again.
Ow. Fuck.
Why bother
So that
healing?
means if in Resident Evil 5, Chris and Sheva should be exploding.
Nah, they're fine.
I find it interesting that, like, Digimon did something kind of realistic with, like, fire damage as a hazard, and then, like, how long did it come out? This came out in 2002. 7 years later, when Pokemon Platinum came out, and there was a volcanic area with Stark Mountain, which is in the post-game, mind you, so they could have done something interesting with that. There's no problem for the trainer to just walk right in. I mean, the Pokemon are in Pokeballs too, so, like, I don't know.
Platinum is closer to the release of this game than it is to today.
That's crazy now that I think about it.
Crazy.
And this is a PS1 game.
Yup.
Like, it's a really late PS1 game, but still.
I feel fucking old now. Anyway, this is the Fire Knight. He has Meramon, which we fought before. At least I don't know if he was on screen, but I did mention that Meramon is, you can fight him in the Boot Mountain when you come up in North Sector. And then he also has Skull Meramon and Blue Meramon. So he literally just has Meramon in 3 different forms.
Wow,
well,
he's
yeah,
as
because
good
after
as an Elite
3,
Four member.
when it goes to 4, they immediately jump to the PS2,
The PS2.
Xbox, and GameCube.
I mean, they didn't really jump immediately, considering those systems were out for like 2 whole years before they actually finally got a Digimon game on there.
And then the rest of the Digimon World games ended up on fucking DS.
So I did something a little different with this one. His first 2 Digimon aren't all that tough. Even though Skull Meramon does look kind of strong, he's not too defensively good. So I decided to go with Metal Mamamon, give him a little bit of, like, tech experience, and his second tier physical metal machine-based skill with Mechanical Bash will help us out. Also decided to put on some double power to give him a bit of a buff. And when we encounter Blue Meramon, that's actually going to be the tough part, because Blue Meramon has a lot of defense for some reason and hits like a truck.
If I remember correctly, I'm going by the Digivolution order and next order. Blue Meramon, or like Meramon is a champion. For some reason, Blue Meramon is an ultimate.
Blue Meramon is an ultimate.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Especially considering we've... Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a color change. It's like, what the fuck?
Is Skull Meramon also an ultimate?
I want to say he's an ultimate. I could be wrong. He might be a mega. I don't remember.
If he is a mega, that's kind of weird, because like I said, Skull Meramon is not his strongest Digimon, and yet Blue Meramon is. And we fought a mega before that was kind of like on the same level as the Blue Meramon we're about to fight.
Skull Meramon is an ultimate.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, Meramon is a champion, Blue Meramon is an ultimate.
Skull Meramon, will you please just die? This guy just wants to breathe all over us.
Meramon
Have
is
you ever
like
had someone so stubborn to just breathe all over you?
Hi, Kevin.
Hi, Kevin.
Yeah, you know, Marimon is one of the only, like, or at least from my knowledge anyway, like, Digimon lines that, the color change, instead of just being, like, a different type, it's a completely different level.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Blue Marimon is actually Kulon Mockery.
Alright then, I can't unsee that. But Kulon Mockery is about to fuck her shit up because that flame sphere that he used does a lot of damage. And even his regular, like, flaming punch attack just does a ton of damage on Weezer.
Bye, Weezer.
Like, look at that. That did almost 2,000 damage. So my main goal here is to get poison on him, like I mentioned with the last fight, which we do, thankfully.
Now you have to hit with Leech Seed, and then this fight is over.
I fucking wish we had something like Leech Seed in this game.
Well, then you wouldn't be Digimon anymore. Then you'd just be Pokemon.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that instead.
Oh yeah. Should probably revive the other two first.
Oh.
You know, just in case.
Maybe. Think about it.
And even when we heal, he still takes poison damage.
Perfect.
I still find it weird, though, that, like, the poison damage happens after our turn, and not after his turn.
You know, I'll be glad when all the Megaforms get... I'll be glad when all the Megaforms are strong enough that they can just stay in that form, because I do not like looking at that fucking rat.
I can't remember if he manages to evade an attack or not, or if this is it.
Oh, Titty Blast.
No, yeah. He does evade. Oh. Son of a bitch.
You know,
But that's okay. That's okay, because he can't evade poison damage, and he will take that poison damage.
Blue Marimon
I'm surprised he dodged that, considering Metal Greymon
evading poison.
Oh, Metal Greymon is firing 2 nuclear missiles.
Splash damage.
Somehow he took the poison damage. Somehow he took the poison damage after his attack, which is weird because, like, usually it happens after our attack, but whatever. Stingmon hit level 65.
Well, that's the end of him, I guess.
This guy, like, based on his sprite and, like, what he's wearing, which is kind of hard to tell, he just looks like a generic RPG hero that's, like, just starting their quest out.
That's why he's down in the Fire Caverns. You know, second dungeon area.
He's grinding for EXP.
Yeah. He's trying to find better loot.
Actually, he looks like he's, like, wearing jeans, but he also still has, like, armor on top, so he kind of reminds me of Dart from Legend of Dragoon. He's just missing the headband.
When's that LP?
When I get there. Anyway, this is the Dark Dungeon. Once you step on this little thing, you'll only have lights while you're standing on the orange panels. If you hit any of those blue sections, though, you are warped back to the beginning of the maze. So you need to maneuver around those blue panels in the dark. And it's honestly not too bad. You just have to find the stairs and then go up there.
Huh.
It's the Dark Knight. He wears sunglasses.
Because it's dark.
So
and has a mohawk.
Is this Wesker with a mohawk?
Basically.
And he has a cape. Yeah, all of this says I'm a dark guy. Oh, hi,
shit.
Satan.
Skull Satamon.
Oh,
what the fuck?
wait, that's literally Satan. What the fuck?
Yeah. This is Skull Satamon.
This is literally Satan in a children's game.
Oh yeah, Digimon's never been shy around, like, Satan and shit.
Listen, I'm just, like, all the fucking, like, the white suburban moms that complained about Pokemon being satanic when Digimon was the real satanic.
Literally had Satan as a creature.
So, who would win in a fight? Satan or one ball boy?
We're about to find out. So we got Boo Boo here, and after we buff him up with the double power, we're literally just gonna mechanical bash him, and he's pretty not too bad. He dies pretty quick.
This is a dramatic reenactment of Doom.
Oh God!
He's got the cannon.
Except Doom's. I was gonna say, except Doomslayer got really adorable all of a sudden.
It's one of the bobbleheads.
It's the pop figure for Doomslayer.
Considering he's got a gun, but he's also got like a blade on one arm, this is Doom Eternal.
Do they still have the bobblehead collectible in Doom Eternal?
They have figures of all the demons.
But like in Doom 2016, you could actually collect.
The results are in, and the pop figure for Doomslayer has defeated Satan.
Damn.
Oh yeah, by the way, I think there's a theme that all of his Digimon are the devil.
Kind of. His last Digimon is actually the easiest one of the bunch. Devidramon and Skull Satamon are the tough ones. Skull Satamon does a lot of damage, but he's also like a glass cannon, so like if you can do a lot of damage back, you know, it's not going to be much of a problem. Devidramon, he is pretty good, but the problem is that he's relying on the dark element, which, as I mentioned in some previous parts, doesn't really do a whole lot of damage. For just whatever reason, a lot of Digimon just have good resistance to it. So if you can get past those two, the last one's like really easy.
It would really fuck me if like he has Skull Satamon and then he has Devidramon and then he fucking pulls out like Serafimon or something.
Or
pulls out a Pikachu.
It's like,
oh God.
It's like, wait a minute, this is not going how I expected it to.
Goes with like Cherubimon, but not the evil one, like the good Cherubimon.
Oh yeah, Cherubimon, the light one. That's what Antilamon I think is supposed to digivolve into, is Cherubimon.
Oh yeah, that I was gonna say, like I started to like think about it. I was like, wait, Antilamon looks like it's related to Cherubimon. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't remember if Cherubimon is in this game, but
I don't know. I mean, if Antilamon is.
I remember that Cherubimon was like one of the major antagonists of the Digimon Frontier series.
Oh, the Frontier one.
Yeah.
Oh.
The evil
I didn't
one,
watch
yeah.
much of Frontier.
Ugh.
And then it turned out that he was like possessed by like I think it was Lucamon or whatever. It was like that little angel guy.
Oh yeah. Oh wow. Ain't that fucking ironic?
But then he turns into like this like giant like demonic beast that's like trying to take over the entire real world or something. I don't remember. Like I hadn't watched it in forever, but
I mean that's how it usually always goes, except for like a Pokemon who wanted to kill everybody.
yeah, it was something like that, but it wasn't like it was just basically a different flavor.
Let it be known that Digimon is apparently so powerful they can destroy like 2 different dimensions.
Yeah, like there's like some powerful like Pokemon creatures out there. Like Arceus is like supposed to be God, but like I don't think there's anything on like the level of multiple dimensional strength. That's what Digimon has like crazy.
Wow, that's really disappointing looking compared to the last two.
Yeah. Vilemon is the last one, and he is a pushover. He takes literally like. If you land a couple strong hits on him, he is dead.
Well, he's
this
literally
is my Satan OC.
No, he's fucking Ogremon, but painted purple with wings and Super Saiyan hair.
Like I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, I wonder if I should try to heal, but I was like, nah. I think if I hit him one good time with this attack, then he'll die. So.
But yeah, like. There's not even
he blocked one and still died.
Yeah, like there's not even a real comparison between the Pokemon power levels compared to Digimon.
Metal Mamamon hit level 40.
But
yeah, that's the Dark Knight. Honestly, I would argue that the Fire Knight's actually the toughest of the 3, just because Blue Maramon just does so much damage. But I also didn't have good I also didn't have good elemental coverage, so I think if you go in with like a water type or like a water attribute move, you should be able to do a lot of damage to Blue Miramon. I don't know though, off the top of my head. But like the other two, like it's easy to have a strong fire move, and the other one it's easy to have just anything really because Dark's not that good. But anyway, next time we are gonna attempt to go to the real world because I'm fucking tired of this game.
Same.